Hi, my name is Melody Fulmer. I'm going to be giving an overview and just some thoughts and reflections on the country manager simulation. My partner for this project was Tyler Rose, and for the simulation we started out in Japan. We felt like this was a good choice because the GDP per capita was 34,000, which was one of the highest. There was a 65% population who lived in urban areas, so that was good because it will make distribution easier. And they also have 100% access to safe drinking water, which we felt like was really important. They also had a 2.8% infant mortality rate, which we felt like was a good indicator of health and hygiene. We also knew that we wanted to set up a distribution center in Japan, and the shipping rates from Japan to the other countries that we wanted to expand to were pretty low, so that was good. We targeted the family segment, and we sold economy and healthy products there. For South Korea, we expanded to South Korea in period 4. We expanded there because the GDP per capita was 29,000, which was one of the next highest. 80% of the population lived in urban areas, and that was good. They also had 92% safe access to safe drinking water, and that was the next highest below Japan. We started out targeting a young segment selling whitening products, but we found out later that that was not the right segment to target, so we moved to family and healthy products. Then we moved to China. China has actually the most growth, but we didn't move there in the beginning because the GDP per capita was not very high, and also they didn't have as much access to safe drinking water, so we felt like that might be an issue. But it turned out that China's growth rate was so high that it made up for a lot of that, and actually most of our sales came from China. We targeted family and healthy in China. Some things that we learned were to look at the graphs and the reports. About halfway through, we really learned how to read the reports, and that helped us so much. Our sales started out really low, and by the end, they had grown a lot. And that was definitely because we learned how to actually read the reports and read the graphs in the simulation. So if you're starting out, that is super important. That was one thing in South Korea, how we found out to switch from the young segment to families was through the cross-sectioning and the decision criteria. So that was very important. Some things we probably would have done differently would be to target China first because of the growth rate. Japan was a good place to start, and it was a good place to set up our distribution center, but China had a really large growth rate, so we would have either entered it first or entered it sooner into the periods. Anyways, I think it was a great experience, and I really enjoyed it.